Hi everybody, this is a pattern haul of the Early Spring Simplicity patterns. It's just an overview of the patterns. It's not in depth like a pattern spotlight. It's just an overview of the patterns that I got. So without further ado, go ahead and take a look.
Okay, so let's talk about Simplicity S9702. Right, so this is a close-up of the front. And as you can see, it has a deep V. And what I really want you to pay attention to is the fabric and try to, see or guess what type of fabric it is, what its content is. These are just the different views of that pattern. And it's a close-up of the back, and it's showing you the detail. And again, try to guess the type of fabric for the model picture, and that'll help you with your understanding of fabric. All right, so let's look at the suggested fabric. So it's poplin, gauze, cotton blends, and linen. So are those woven or are those knit fabrics? Those are all woven fabrics. And now let's look at the suggested ease. It's about 5 in the bust and about 35 in the waist, and that amount is because of it's gathered in the waist area. All right, so again, this is Simplicity 9702. So looking at the description, it's a V-neck dress, and it comes in above mid-lift to mid-calf lengths, and it has sleeve variations and length variations. Right, so let's take a look at the line joins to give us a better idea of what we need, sewing techniques we need in order to sew this. So let's look at a closer look, and if you look at starting at the top, you see that that's probably a facing at the front, and it gathers in the middle there and gathers at the waist and at the sleeve. And here you see the different sleeve variations for style B, and then also has a ruffled tier at the bottom there. And this is another length variation, which basically adds another tier at the bottom. And so you'll need to know how to gather, how to do facings for this particular garment. Again, this is S9702. This is Simplicity's S9705. This is a close-up of the front. And as you see, it does have variation of darts along the neckline, princess seams, and some style lines on the sleeve to make a big puffy sleeve. These are the different variations. It has a different neckline. You see it's different sleeve lengths, necklines. And this is a close-up of the back. You see that it has a like a keyhole, with a very big keyhole out, invisible zipper looks like, and princess seams. All right, so looking at the suggested fabrics, it's a chambray, cotton, crepe, rayons, poplin, sateen. So most of those are woven fabrics, except for the ponte, which is a stable knit, which acts like a woven. All right, also looking at the suggested ease. All right, so looking at size 16, for the bust is about 2.5 inches of ease, and for the waist is about 4.5 inches of ease. Again, that's for size 16. Or looking at a size 16, I should say. All right, so the description is a fitted top featuring darts and invisible back zipper. Again, so let's look at the line drawing here. I'll give you a better explanation of what you need sewing techniques. So you need to know how to sew darts, princess seams, an invisible zipper. And the only difference between the views basically is the sleeve length and the neckline. And of course, your hems on your sleeve and on the bottom hem as well. And for view D, seems like you would need to know how to turn out straps. All right, so that concludes that one. Moving on to Simplicity 9707. All right, so this is a close-up of the front. And it's basically an oversized button-up shirt that has a high-low hem. Okay, so these are the different views. And again, when you're looking at the pictures, I want you to try to guess what type of fabric they use, what type of fabric content it is. That way you get better familiar with picking out your fabric. And this is a close-up of the back. And you see they have a yoke there along with a box pleat and your cuffs. So this is suggested fabrics is silky types, crepes, rayons, satins, lightweight denim, flannels, and cottons. So all of those are woven, but some of them are silky type that have a lot of drape, and others are more crisp type that has more of a structure. So suggested amount of ease is, I'm looking at a size 16, and the bust is about 9.5 inches, and then the waist about 18.5 inches. And again, that's because it's a boxy type of silhouette. So the sewing rating here is easy, relaxed fit button front shirt in 2 lengths, featuring a yoke collar sleeves. All right, so let's look at the line drawings. Here you can see that it's a collar, front band, cuffs. This one has a pocket. In the back there's a yoke, and there is the box pleat, and it just comes in different length, sorry. And then it also has different from a cuff to a band for your sleeve. So those are all the sewing techniques that you're going to have to be able to know in order to do this particular garment. All right, moving on to the next one. This was Simplicity's 9709. And these are pants. It's a close-up of the front of these pants. You see that it has pleats, belt loops, fly, and it does look like it is wide leg and long, or tall, as they would say. And these are the different views. All right, and this is a picture of the back and a close-up of the back. It does have a welt pocket. I'm not sure if it's a functional one, but we'll see. Suggested fabrics: chambray, cotton blends, gauze, linen blends. Again, those are all woven fabrics. Now, you know, when it says blends, you can have some spandex in there also for comfort. So for ease, using a size 16. So for the waist, they have it 2 inches, and the hips is 5 inches worth of ease, intended ease. All right, so description is high-waisted fly front pants and shorts. They have pleats and they have pockets, and of course different views. Some have a coin pocket. All right, looking at the different views, you see here the different pocket styles, and some B has the coin pocket. And you see in the back there, you see that it does have a welt pocket. So you gotta know how to sew a fly, carriers, welt pocket. All right, so that concludes this one. Moving on to Simplicity's 9710. All right, so here is a close-up of this particular skirt. You see it has a band detail, front band detail, pockets, front yoke. These are the different views. Again, looking at the different views and the main model, try to get a feel of the type of fabric they're using. Is it more flowy, or is it more crisp with structure, or does it have more drape, you know? And that's all about the fiber content. So this is a close-up of the back. Okay, and that's just showing you the detail that it's basically high-low. All right, so let's look at the suggested fabric. It's broadcloth, chambray, cotton blends, denim, linen blends, micro suede, and stretch woven. So those are all basically woven type of fabrics. Now, okay, again, using a size 16 for the intended ease. The waist is 2 inches and the hips is 8.5 inches of intended ease. Just looking at a description, it is a button front skirt featuring yokes and have length and hem variations. Some have a slant pocket, and I did say yoke variations. Okay, so this looking at has a front band, placket band for buttons, the slant pockets, and it could also be patch pockets, I want to say. Different hem variations. The top has the yoke as well. So you need to know how to sew patch pockets, front band, yokes, hemming. All right, so moving on to Simplicity 9726, and this is a vintage pattern. Different views that you see. So it's basically an apron, or it could also be a swimsuit cover-up, and I think that's the swimsuit cover-up right there. And that's why I got it for, or what I will probably make it is a swimsuit cover-up with some pockets. All right, so these are just the suggested fabrics. Cotton types, denim, terry cloth, linen types, brocade duck, and it says paper, or disposable fabrics. And then you just see the finished measurements down there as well. All right, so it's basically saying it's from the archive, and it's an apron or beach cover up that comes in 2 different sizes, and some of them have pockets. And they say one size fits most adults, but it's a rectangle, so you can, if you need to enlarge it, you can enlarge it. And it has ties at the side, so most definitely if you need to enlarge it, you can. And you see, basically, some have 1 pocket, some have no pockets, some have 2 pockets. And again, tie in at the side, so you got to know how to do ties, hems, I would say, and attaching fringe. It's pretty simple, I would think, with this one. Definitely beginner friendly. Okay, so moving on to Simplicity's 9732. These are so cute. Cute little pillows. That was a hedgehog. That's a pig. That's a bunny. I want to say sheep. But you see they all have heads and feet. Okay, and I think the hedgehog, that one is the only one that has like the fur on the back. All the rest of them don't, I want to say. And those are the suggested fabrics. Fleece, flannel, and I think it says on the on one of them, trying to read it real fast, fake fur. Cotton types. I'm sorry, cotton types also. So these are just cuddly pillow cases for standard size pillow. And like I said, it comes in a pig, bunny. Oh, that was a lamb, hedgehog, and it has plush heads and feet. And it does have, all animals do have safety eyes. And you would need to know how to sew a zipper. Just saw that in there. Alrighty, so these are the pictures, front and back. And like I said, for everything except for the hedgehog, I want to say you use the same fabric for the front and the back. The hedgehog is the only one that you would use, like the fake fur on the back. And I want to say they give you some other suggestions to use on the back as well. And as you can see, that's the hedgehog. You see the different color for the back. All right, everybody. So that concludes the patterns.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. And if you have a moment, please go ahead and comment, like, and subscribe. I would really like to know, like your top 2 patterns, that you would like me to do a sew along to. All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.